Hanukkah. Whatever the reason is that you're gathering with people that you love and care about, celebrate that. And celebrate yourself. Celebrate the fact that we made it through 2025 and we are almost through this thing.
That's
We've
right.
got so many great lessons to learn from. We've got a couple wins that
Didn't
we
we
can
say
say.
who we are?
They know who we
But
are.
they don't.
Okay, if you don't know who we are, this is Donnie Jones, Don's Tree Service, no one of consequence.
Oh my gosh, this is Jeremy. I'm going to say it for her. We're going to start over. And this is what live looks like. This is what trying new things looks like.
I love new things. I
New
love
things.
learning.
We're trying new things. We're learning. We're learning. We're growing. I remember when we used to do this on our phone, and well, it's the iPad right now, but like we would be squished together because we hadn't figured things out, and we're still figuring things
Looks a
out.
lot like that movie, The Interns, with Vince. Was
Yeah,
it with the two guys, and they were like trying to get too close, and we'd be
yeah,
all too close inside the frame.
yeah.
But now we have,
And we have mics now.
yeah, so
I
people can
mean,
hear us.
but in a few weeks, I mean, it's gonna be next level. But going back to what you were saying,
Hmm.
we did want to take this moment to celebrate the people that we love, to be grateful for an incredible year,
Hmm.
a year of challenges that made us stronger, opportunities to grow, opportunities to love on people, opportunities to give grace to people,
Hmm.
um, because God's been gracious to us. You
Yeah.
know, I did cut you off. I just wanted the people to get to know you and see that you know who you are with our company. But finish what you were saying.
Well, I think Mandy Patinkin was telling a story about. Well, I think he was meeting Gene Kelly, and Gene Kelly patted him on the head. He said, "Hey, man, you got it." He said, "What do you mean?" Because at this particular point in Mandy Patinkin's career, he was having a rough time of it. He said, "Look, man, your successes are like a pat on the head. They're a pat on the back.
Hmm.
Good job." He said, "The places you grow are the ones where you struggle."
Hmm.
He said, "The things that are going to make you great are the things that are going to challenge you, that are going to push you, that are going to make you wonder why you got into this business in the first place. But those are the things that'll have you be great."
That's right.
And the more authentic we can be with ourselves, the more authentic we can be with each other, the more we can authentically engage in those challenges. That's what there is to celebrate
Yeah.
at this time of year. Because we're going to have people in all different walks of life come in and be a part of what we're doing.
Yeah.
And, we're continually growing into the best versions of
Yeah.
ourselves. And we learn, we get scuffs on our shoes, we get our knees dirty, we get up, we get some bruises, but it's those things that help refine us into who it is we want to be.
That's right.
And there's so many great things that we've gotten a chance to discuss this year. One of my favorite conversations was we were talking about the difference between, and this has been a conversation coming up with lots of different people,
Yeah.
is that both heroes and villains have the same origin story.
Mm,
One got hurt and decided to hurt other people. One got hurt and said, "I don't want anybody else hurt."
yeah.
And one of the things that I love about being here with Don's Tree Services, at one point Donnie was not happy with what was going on in the corporate world, and she saw a lot of people not getting good quality tree service, not getting some people they could rely on. And she's like, "Look, I can focus here, and I can make a difference here. And if I make a difference here, then somebody else can make a difference over here. But I'm going to focus on giving good quality tree service to our community." Now, our community has grown.
Yeah.
It's grown from, okay, maybe one or two neighborhoods to three or four to five or six, and now Greater Atlanta Metro that goes all
All
the
of
way from
them.
Douglasville to the other side of Conyers and Covington, and then up to, how far are we going now? Johns Creek
Woodstock.
now,
Yeah.
Woodstock.
I mean, Johns Creek coming, Alpharetta.
Hmm.
We've even done work out in Dawsonville.
Hmm.
We've gone up 75 past Woodstock. We've gone out, like you said, as far as Douglasville,
And then
as
when
far
the storms
south as
hit,
McDonough.
yeah, when the storms hit Augusta, we went down there and we're
Went to
servicing them.
Augusta. Yeah.
Such to the point that we've had a lot of people asking us to come back, and we do regular business in Augusta
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Wouldn't surprise me if we end up with a satellite office out there in the
Uh,
near future.
we're doing a satellite office in Augusta. We
Okay,
definitely are.
fine.
But you know, it goes back to something I was listening to today with Alex Hermosi. We listen to a lot of Alex Hermosi. I love his content. And he talked about people, coming up, they were like, oh my gosh, he's such a, smart guy. He's so intelligent. He's so incredibly gifted. He's this, that, and the other. He's like, his gift is that he really does love to serve.
Hmm.
Like he comes from a place of service. And I think about when I started the company, going back to what you said, I really saw that there was a need for quality tree care in certain neighborhoods.
Mhm.
Now, granted, because those neighborhoods have blessed us, we've been able to expand our footprint to all over Atlanta. We service the people that might need a little more. We also service the wealthy, and it's been a blessing to see that people are just people.
Mhm.
People just want to be cared for, and it doesn't matter what your bank account looks like. Your dollars matter to us; they matter to you, but more importantly, you as a person matter to us.
Yeah, and I
You
think
know?
that's one of the things that I love is, there are times to do follow up calls and circle back calls and all that kind of stuff. But there's this one little time of the season where we get to do thank you calls.
Yeah,
And it's not just thank you for doing business with us, it's thank you for being part of the family.
yeah,
Thank you for being the people that have had help us get here to this point, and thank you for being the folks that have believed in us and come back and worked with us and really chosen a family boutique tree service
yeah,
over just some big corporate conglomerate that is, they're maybe very good, but they don't necessarily have that family flavor and
yeah.
feel that we have a chance to bring to people.
Yeah, and I never want to knock anybody
No,
for
they're
going corporate, but I do know that the feedback that I've been getting
mhm,
is that there are people that have had their favorite tree service that they've loved forever, and then it got bought out by private equity, and the company just doesn't feel the same. They don't treat them the same. They don't treat them as family. It's kind of like, if you need something, you got to
mhm,
call the 1-800 number out of Wisconsin or something
mhm.
like that. Whereas with us,
You know where
I
we
don't,
live.
yeah, where we live,
2939 Snapping Road. You can find us. You want to show up
Exactly.
here at 8 o'clock in the morning? So
We're
be
here,
here.
exactly. But we really do want to keep that feel. Um, we won't sell out to private equity, and it's because we want the people in this company to grow with this company, be a part of this company, and have a little piece of this company, own a little piece of this company. That's where we're going. We didn't grow this for private equity. We're growing it for the people in this community and for the team members that help this company continue to grow and be great. But going back to gratitude, what's something you're grateful for this year?
There are so many. I'm looking at my diet more effectively. I'm saying, okay, what are the things that I need to do? And maybe I can only do one at a time.
Yeah.
Maybe I have to spend a season.
But you could get that 1%
Yeah.
better. I think that's one of the things that we don't embrace enough is getting 1% better.
Well, it's the l- learning how to be that 1% better. And sometimes I can't just focus on one area. I need to do several. And part of one of the great conversations we had yesterday was we really looked at, okay, how do we triage? How do we look at our
Yeah.
entire calendar and everything that's pulling on us, everything that we have that we want to do, everything that we need to do? And how would an ER doctor look at this and say,
Yeah.
okay, what are the red zone? What are the yellow zone? What are the green zone? What are the white zone? What's the black zone? How do we look at our calendar, look at our life, look at the things that get called on us? Because, I frequently have referred to being in the tree business like being a fireman
Mm.
because we are frequently putting out fires, and yeah, sometimes I get the phone calls like, "Hey, can you go fix this thing?" And sometimes it literally is a tree on a house.
Yeah.
And sometimes, because we deal with tons of weight and inches of clearance, sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
And it's not that they don't happen. And we can never ensure that there's not going to be an issue. What we can ensure is that we will be there to see that it's taken care of to the end,
Yeah.
and that we can make sure. And a lot of times, what I get a chance to do is I get a chance to work with people and say, okay, how do we make this right? How do we put the finishing touches on this to make it not only better than it was when we got here, but a place that you're proud of and that you're happy
That's right.
to that you're happy to tell people about, and you're happy to tell not just your friends about us, but you're happy to call us back
Yeah.
and give us the opportunity to be of service again.
Yeah. And the thing is, we talk about this mindset stuff, the
Mhm.
gratitude. I mean, in fact, going back to our core values are in English and in Spanish because they really are important to us. And our core values are love, respect, integrity, teamwork, discipline, consistency, and gratitude. And the reason why we talk about those things is because that's who we are. And I used to
Mhm.
have a hard time putting a finger on why people like this or why people kept calling us back. But the feedback I kept getting is your people are so nice.
Mhm.
Your people are just awesome. The guy came over here. He did an estimate for me, and even though I had the money, funds were a little bit tight, and every other tree service was telling me I need to take down 10 trees. And your guy was honest with me and said, no, you only need to take down these three.
Mhm.
That's integrity.
Yeah.
When somebody asks, do I really need to take this down? And you know you can make that quick, easy sale by selling them the 10 trees, but you know that they're asking you for an honest opinion and you
Yeah.
give that, that matters. And so as you kind of grow with us and learn from us and learn who we are, so to speak, you'll see that we're starting to talk more about who we are as a company, who we are as people,
Mhm.
because we know that people have a choice with tree service,
Oh yeah.
especially if you're talking about good, reputable tree service. There's a lot of good, reputable tree
And there's a
services,
lot of really good people that
a
do good
lot of
work.
good people, but I think it's those relationships
Mhm.
that make the difference. And we want to connect with people um, because we do have a heart to serve.
Mhm.
And we do believe that we're put on this planet by God to serve a purpose. And even though I'm a certified arborist, and I talk about trees, and we will have conversations where we're talking
Mhm.
specifically about trees. I've just learned the hard way to stay in my lane, and my lane is loving on people.
Mhm.
My lane is learning from my mistakes and sharing those mistakes to help empower another person or give another person grace for them to get better
Mhm.
and to be better. And that's what I feel like I'm here to do. And I feel like I'm here to do that through the avenue
Mhm.
of growing this company and being of service to our clients and being of service to our team.
Yeah. And if you went and you got a chance to look around our office, and we might do a tour of the office in the near future, but you'll see bookshelves, you'll see reading material, you'll see, okay, what are we, what are the different focuses that are beyond just sharpening the saw or
Yeah,
just sharpening the ability to be of a better tree climber or a better tree this. It's about how to be a better person.
yeah,
And I think that's one of the conversations that we get a chance to do. And in doing that, we're gonna bump up against what works, what doesn't work. We're
yeah.
gonna bump up against things. But when we bump up against it, if we bump up against it in service of a bigger goal,
Yes.
not I'm right, she's right, he's right, you're right. It Christmas.
Yes, that's true.
No,
No,
Wednesday's
Thursday's
Christmas Eve.
Christmas.
Thursday's Christmas. I think
Yeah,
the day after Christmas.
exactly. We
Somebody's got a calendar.
how about this? Because I want you to be with your family
Uh huh.
and I want you to enjoy yourself and I don't have to be worried about
Oh, and I'll
jumping on
see you next
camera.
year. Bye.
Exactly. I
I'll
know.
see y'all later. Y'all have fun. Bye. I'm out. I'm out. Christmas vacation starts early. I really want you. Feliz Navidad.
I will be here Friday. That was good.
I don't know how to turn this thing off, but I'm out. I'm going. I'm gonna hit the
I
stop
know,
button.
right?
I'm gonna hit the stop button and I'm going.
Let's
Oh,
end.
exactly.
We don't even know how to end this. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Let's see what we got here. I feel like you should sing now.